I'm calling this the perfect roofing system. And the reason I'm calling it that is a friend of mine named Joe. He is a high-end home builder here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. He decided to build a lake house. We talked about some of the things that would make it super comfortable, efficient, just the best possible scenario. So he decided to use the roofing foil in combination with the standing seam metal roof and spray foam insulation. So let me talk about this for just a second. I always teach people, you want to think of your house as a big refrigerator. Basically, it's a refrigerator sitting in the sun. Now, we all know that if you've got two identical refrigerators, one sitting in the sun and one a few feet away sitting in the shade, the one in the shade is going to be easier to cool and more efficient. Now, the air temperature is exactly the same on both of them. So the way you want to think of your house is a well-insulated, airtight box, but you want to put it in the shade. Now, obviously, we can't put a big tree over every house, so when you put a radiant barrier in the roofing system, that's basically like shade, and we're talking about shade from the heat, not from the light. So let's go through and I'll show you what Joe did on his lake house, and he did everything right. So here's a quick summary of the roofing system. First of all, you can see he used the zip system on the walls and also the roof. He used the roofing foil as an underlayment. He used a 1x4 batten system at a diagonal. This is great because it provides both the support for the standing seam metal roof, and it also creates a back ventilated cladding so that the hot air can go behind the roof and remove any heat or moisture out the ridge. This is a picture of the finished house. He did other things right. Big overhangs on the porches. This house is going to be super easy to cool. Once again, basically, he has built a refrigerator and put it in the shade. So let's keep going through the process. This is during construction. You can see the roofing foil. He's got the 1x4 battens at an angle. Now, if you follow Matt Reisinger, he's a YouTube builder. He's got tons of followers. He used almost this exact same system for the home he built down in Austin. And it's amazing how many builders will use this system on their own homes, but unfortunately, there's so much going on in a high-end custom home that a lot of times they'll forego this when they're actually dealing with a customer. They literally have thousands of decisions to make, and this is just one more thing that adds complexity to the home. But they all know it works great, especially if you're in the South. Here's an overview. You can see they're putting the 1x4 battens on the roof at an angle. Once again, the overhangs where the porches are. The 1x4 battens. Use regular roofing cap nails to put it down before the 1x4s come in. And another picture of the finished house. So if you're building a home and you want to do it right, just think conceptually. Build a refrigerator and put it in the shade. You want a well-insulated, airtight box, and you want to put it in the shade from the heat. And that means getting a radiant barrier on the outside of the box, basically between the heat of the sun and that interior box. So with a regular roofing system, for example, if you don't have that airspace and that roofing foil in there, that roof can easily be 140, 150 degrees. Just like the refrigerator sitting in the sun, the refrigerator thinks it's 140 degrees outside because the surface temperatures are 140 degrees. When you install the airspace and the roofing foil in between, basically you're fooling it, taking out all the radiant heat, and so it only really has to deal with the conductive heat. So effectively, when the sun is out, you can basically double or triple the R value of the insulation by dropping that outside surface temperature. And this is why a radiant barrier is so efficient and effective in hot, sunny climates. For more information, visit roofingfoil.com or give us a call or send us an email.